Two brothers, same parents, same poverty, same neighborhood, same DNA. One became a beggar, died alone in the street at 47. The other became a king, not metaphorically, an actual king. The difference between them, 3 words, just 3 words. But I'm getting ahead of myself, because the real story, nobody talks about what happened the night before everything changed. If you've ever felt stuck, ... If you've looked at someone with the same starting point as you and wondered why them and not me, stay with me, because what I'm about to tell you will either set you free or piss you off, maybe both. This story comes from an old kingdom. 2 brothers, we'll call them Arjun and Vikram, born to a family that had nothing. I mean nothing. Their father was a laborer who died young. Their mother cleaned houses. By age 15, both boys were on the streets. No money, no connections, no future. And here's where it gets interesting. Most people think success is about opportunities, resources, luck, and those brothers had none of that. Same rejections, same hunger, same cold nights. But watch this. One day, a wealthy merchant walks by, sees Arjun, feels pity, hands him a silver coin. That coin could buy food for 3 days. Arjun smiles. Finally, a break. Vikram, he gets nothing. The merchant doesn't even look at him. Obviously, the one who got the coin became successful, right? The universe gave him a sign. Wrong. Dead wrong. That coin, that's the moment Arjun started dying. He just didn't know it yet. 5 years later, Arjun is still on that street corner, still begging, still waiting. Waiting for what? After that first coin, something changed in him. He learned that if he sat long enough, if he looked pitiful enough, someone would eventually give him something. A coin here, some bread there, just enough to survive, just enough to come back tomorrow. And here's the part that destroyed me when I first heard this story. Arjun started to believe he was a beggar. Not that he was begging temporarily, not that circumstances forced him to beg, believed beggar was his identity. I'm Arjun. I'm a beggar. Can you spare some change? Every person who gave him a coin reinforced it. Here you go, beggar. Poor beggar. Take this. This beggar needs help. And the cruelest part, he started to be grateful for his poverty, because his poverty gave him an identity. It gave him a role. It was a reason for people to notice him, even if it was just for a moment of pity. One day, a different merchant offered him work. Real work. Cleaning stables. Hard, dirty, but honest labor. Arjun looked at him and said, "No thank you. I'm not a stable cleaner. I'm a beggar." He chose the identity over the opportunity. He chose the certainty of a small coin over the possibility of a different life. Now, let me tell you about Vikram, 'cause what he did that first night, so simple, you'll think I'm lying. Remember that day the merchant gave Arjun the coin and ignored Vikram? Vikram watched that coin exchange. He made a decision. He decided that he would never wait for coins again. Not because he was proud, not because he was angry, but because of 3 words that changed everything. The next morning, Vikram stood up and he said something out loud to nobody in particular. He said, "I am a king." That's it. 3 words. Now, before you click away thinking this is some manifestation nonsense, stay with me, because what happened next is where the real lesson is. Vikram didn't have a kingdom, no crown, no palace, no money. Literally, nothing changed externally. But internally, everything shifted. He walked into a merchant's shop, not to beg, to offer. He said, "I can organize your storeroom. I'll work for 1 meal." The merchant looked at his torn clothes, his dirty face, and said, "You look homeless." Vikram replied, "I am temporarily without a home, but I am a king, and kings solve problems." The merchant laughed. He thought the boy was insane, but something about the way Vikram carried himself, the unwavering confidence in his eyes. The merchant gave him a shot. What did he have to lose? Beggar organized that storeroom like it was a throne room. Every item placed with purpose. Every corner spotless. He created a system the merchant hadn't even thought of. The merchant was stunned. He offered him permanent work with double the meals. Beggar looked at him and said, I appreciate it, but kings don't work for meals. So I'll work for learning. So teach me a trade, and I'll reorganize your entire business. And so it began. The merchant, intrigued and impressed, agreed. Vikram learned about supply chains, about negotiating with suppliers, about managing finances. He didn't just learn, he mastered it. Why? Because a king doesn't just do a job. King seeks to understand and command his domain. While Arjun was collecting coins, Vikram was collecting skills. While Arjun was reinforcing his identity as a beggar, Vikram was gathering evidence for his identity as a king. He started seeing opportunities where Arjun only saw handouts. He saw a shipment of spoiled fruit, not as a loss, but as a chance to create a new product, dried fruit snacks, which he then sold at a profit. He saw two merchants arguing and offered to mediate their dispute, earning the respect and trust of both. His reputation grew. He wasn't the homeless boy anymore. It was Vikram, the problem solver. Vikram, the strategist. Years passed. The kingdom fell into turmoil. The old king was weak. His advisors corrupt. The economy was collapsing. The people were suffering. And who did the merchants and the common folk turn to? The man who had spent years solving problems, building systems, and earning trust. They turned to Vikram. He organized food distribution for the hungry. He created fair trade routes. He built a coalition of the willing, people who believed in his vision. He didn't seize power. Power flowed to him because he had been acting like a king long before he ever had a crown. And one day, the people, tired of chaos, offered him the throne. And he accepted, because in his mind, he had been a king all along. He was just waiting for his kingdom to catch up with him. Meanwhile, Arjun, he died on that same street corner, alone. His last words weren't a call for help. They were a statement of identity. I am a beggar. The story isn't about one brother getting lucky and the other not. It's about the identity they chose. Arjun chose the identity of what he was doing. I beg, therefore I am a beggar. Vikram chose the identity of who he wanted to become. I am a king. Therefore, I will act like one. The three words weren't magic. I am a king was a decision that dictated every action that followed. It's the difference between saying I'm trying to quit smoking and I am a non-smoker. It's the difference between I'm trying to get in shape and I am an athlete. Your identity drives your actions. Your actions create your reality. So the question isn't, what are you doing? The question is, who are you? Because the moment you change that answer, you change everything. Thank you so much for watching. If this resonated with you, consider subscribing for more stories like this. See you in the next one.